FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
I'm going to briefly remind you of some of the reasons why religion can't be the repository of our moral wisdom generally. One is that when we go to Scripture, we're the guarantors of the wisdom we find there. We find the golden rule, and we say, aha, that's why you should read the Bible. Okay, that's just about the wisest thing ever said. But then we includes fundamentalists and Orthodox Jews, we ignore the rest of the book. We ignore the places in Deuteronomy and Leviticus and 2 Samuel where the most mind-numbing theocratic barbarism is recommended. So we bowdlerize the book. So clearly our moral tools are coming from outside the text. There's also the fact that there's obvious contradictions between the world's faiths. And this is a map of world religion. This is an example I've taken from my colleague Richard Dawkins. This is not how knowledge spreads over the face of the earth. I mean, there's no reason, if you're in the business of understanding truths of any kind, truths about human well-being, truths about the universe, you wouldn't expect your belief system to hug national boundaries in this way. And no one, I think, if you just imagine India. Is it possible that they believe, the billion Hindus in India at the moment, that they alone, among all the world's people, well, they could probably build me a better remote, there's no doubt about that. Do they even think that they know that Ganesh, the elephant-headed god, exists and must be worshipped? I mean, this is not the way we're discovering things about the nature of the world. The people are accidentally born into the right belief system by dint of geography. Now, apart from the contradictions between faiths, there are impressive patterns of contradiction within every faith. Each one of these red arcs is linking two verses in the Bible that are just deal breakers for omniscience. I mean, these are statements that the Bible is just self-refuting in hundreds of places. Jesus was crucified the day before the Passover meal. Jesus was crucified the day after the Passover meal. I mean, you just cannot make sense of these two claims. There's also the inconvenient fact that the most important and easily resolved moral conundrums are conundrums that the creator of the universe apparently gets wrong. So slavery is perhaps the most consequential and easiest moral problem we've ever had to confront. Slavery is supported in the Bible, both in the Old Testament and the New. The God of Abraham never envisioned a time where human beings ceased to keep slaves. That is a fact. And Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy, was right to point out that theology was on the side of the slaveholders. I mean, it was despite theology that we got rid of slavery.